My name is Craig, the Natural Medic. Welcome to another episode. On this week's episode, we're going to talk about backpacking first aid essentials. Now you'll see here there's two kits on the screen in front of you. I did a video about a year ago about what I was carrying then, and I've changed a little bit. I was carrying this kit and some other kits, but this one I'm carrying with some added things we'll get into a little bit later. But let's just go through this kit. This kit is a decent kit, but it doesn't have as much stuff in it. Obviously it's smaller, and it's in a tin. It doesn't keep the contents dry and all that kind of stuff. The nice thing about this, it's in a nylon bag. The nylon bag has a little bit of space for extra things in there if you want to add those, but it also has a Ziploc bag inside of here. We're going to pull out, and now, as it says on here on the kit, this is probably going to be more than enough for most people. I'm not endorsed, sponsored, or anything. I bought this kit with my own money. I like Adventure Medical Kits. I think they have put out a decent kit for the money. These are available for about 20 bucks. Probably pick them up at your local sporting goods place, Amazon, etc. I will put links in the description to all of these different things I'll be talking about in the video today. Let's just open this up and go through what's in here. Just pull it all out here.
Get the first aid kit.
You have a number of wipes here. An adhesive barrier wipe. Just cleans dry skin. You've got some medicine in here. You have extra strength Tylenol. And just to let y'all know, I am called the Natural Medic for a reason. I actually have been a paramedic since 2014. Been an EMS since 2013. And have made many thousands of calls in the field. Ibuprofen, aspirin, diphenhydramine, depends on how you want to say it. That's Benadryl. Got a little roll of gauze for those larger wounds you need to cover up. Bandages there for banged up knuckles. Just your good old Band-Aid type bandages there. Adhesive pad in the middle with sticky part on the side. We all know what those are. These are butterfly bandages here. These are good for deep cuts that don't close up on their own very well. You can use these to hold those together. Now, of course, if you're going to use your gauze here, you could put this. If I have a cut, I can put that right there. Use this gauze here to wrap it up so it stops bleeding. There's a little bit bigger ones in here. So you got a couple of different ones there. You have some bigger ones. So these right here were 2x2s, and these are 3x3s. Moleskin, and it tends to be stuck there. It's already got some pre-cut shapes. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera very easily, but you already got some pre-cut shapes on there. You can just pop that stuff off and put it over a blister on your foot.
Blister? Hardly knew her.
Works very well. Now this is just a very large bandage here. That's the biggest one that's in there. Antibiotic ointment. A few packs of that. Antiseptic towelettes. Several of those. Alcohol prep pads. And then there's Afterbite for insect sting or bite relief. Now lastly you have 3 safety pins. Could be used for a number of reasons. If you're going to use them to pull a splinter out or pop a blister, which popping blisters is controversial. I'm not really going to talk about that in this video. You want to sterilize those first. But they also could be used to help form a sling. If you have a bandana or a triangular bandage, you could use those for that. Use them if you have a hole in your clothes, tweezers. These are some really sharp tweezers that come in here. Great for removing splinters, removing a tick, or things like that. Now you have some medical tape. This is just some really skinny little medical tape there. Another knuckle bandage. So you have the basics in this kit. Now, are the basics going to help you be safe out there? Sure. But an important thing to do is to know how to use that. I did a interview with a doctor, and she has a training I'm going to link to in the description below. I think it's important to do some training in addition to having a good kit. It's a pretty inexpensive online training that you can do that helps you understand how to use this stuff. Something I didn't mention earlier was the Garmin inReach Mini. When I was editing this video, I realized that this is something that is available to a lot of people now, and it works in areas that don't have cell phone coverage. It works through satellite. You can communicate with loved ones back home. You can also contact emergency services should you have a true emergency in the backcountry, especially if you're alone. This could be a life-saving device. I've got a full video about this. I'll link in the description below. Now back to the video. Now the next thing we need to think about is what are some other things we might want to add that can make this kit a little bit better.
Now.
I always recommend getting a kit and then tailoring that kit to however you need it. Now, never fails when I'm eating that good old backpacking food. Sometimes I might get a little heartburn. So I usually carry a little roll of Tums with me. In addition to the regular medicines like this, I'll carry some extra meds. So in there, the blue ones are Aleve, and the pink ones are Benadryl. As far as blisters, there's nothing wrong with using moleskin, but I like this blister treatment patch from KT, and I don't necessarily carry the whole case, but I might carry a couple of those with me in my first aid kit or with my first aid stuff, just so I have that. And the nice thing about it is it's waterproof. It heals a lot faster. It keeps it nice and sealed up and clean for quite a while. I might carry some additional gauze pads, like these 2x2s here. You can usually get a pack of these at Walmart or Dollar Tree or whatever. They just kind of look like that. I would definitely not carry them in the box, but you get the idea. Now, to keep those larger wounds, if I needed to, cover them up with, say, a 2x2 pad, I usually carry some elastic bandaging right here. It just comes off and it's adhesive, and it can stick it and help stop bleeding. Now, back when I did the Eagle Rock Loop, about December of last year, I did end up injuring my ankles. I usually carry a elastic little sleeve here, elastic little support for my ankle, because sometimes it does get a little sore, and I want to make sure I'm extra careful protecting that. I'm a medical provider. I'm a paramedic. I usually carry at least one pair of gloves with me. Somebody out there in need that needs, I can help them. I carry about 4 of these. They do come in a bigger roll in this. Some KT elastic sports tape. They work good for supporting muscles and things like that. I've used them, I've done them on the bottom of my foot before for a hot spot. You can see from the back of the deal all the different ways you could use it and strap it up for strained muscles or strained body parts. Now, as far as hydration is concerned, that's a separate subject from this, but I do carry some Nun tablets with me for electrolytes.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
What else would be handy to have out there in the field? I have a bag right here that has more stuff in it. If you're getting value out of this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Inside of my little dry bag from Outdoor Products, I keep a number of things. I want to be able to start a fire just in case. If I need to purify water, I need to dry clothes, I need to warm myself. I have some fire starter, courtesy of Instafire. I also carry a little bit of dryer lint, a little tub of Vaseline, and a lighter to be able to light that in case there's bad weather or something. Now, as far as a backup for my directions, usually I'm using something like Onyx Backcountry, a hiking project, or Far Out or something like that. We usually will carry some type of compass with me just to have, just in case. As far as insects are concerned, usually we'll have something more accessible, but I usually have a backup. If the insects are really bad, I carry this net right here and some repellent wipes. These are just botanical natural ones. Repair kit, I usually stick that in there. Just some zip ties and duct tape just in case some equipment goes wrong, and I keep that with my stuff there. I usually carry a bandana because you can use this for a lot of different things.
Honey, where's my bandana?
You can make a sling out of it. You could use it to help splint limbs. If you have a sprained ankle or a strained ankle, you could use it and tie it around that to get some extra support. Pre-filter for when you're gathering water to get some of the bigger debris out. Handy for a lot of different ways. You could use it, like I said, for a dust mask if you're in a dusty area. Put it over your face to reduce some of that. Chapstick with sun protection in it.
Can you bring me my chapstick?
This just is kind of prevention. I think it goes with first aid. Body glide, a lot of times on my inner thighs. That makes everybody happier and you don't develop abrasions and things like that. This item here, it's called Trail Toes. It's great because what it does is it provides a protective layer on your feet. You also can use it for chafing. That works really well to reduce blisters. I'm usually taking a water filter using my Sawyer Mini, but I might take a different one depending on where I'm going and who I'm going with. I have a backup of these Coleman portable aqua tabs. And one tab is to kill the baddies, the other one kind of stabilizes the taste. Not particularly the best tasting things, but if my water filter fails, I want to have this as a backup. I have a small little multi-tool. I usually do carry a knife. This is the knife I'm currently carrying, which is a Gerber. Not sure of the model. I'll put it on the screen in the editing process. In addition to carrying that knife, I usually will have a multi-tool. It's got a bottle opener right here, a small set of pliers for repair, a small blade. Over here on this other side, there's another small blade. You have some small scissors and a Phillips type screwdriver and a blade screwdriver. Just in case you need to have a few more tools on you, that's very small. That's the Gerber dime. Basically what I carry on in my kit. I want to know what you carry in your kit. Was this video helpful to you? Do you have questions for the group? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching. I will see y'all out on the trail.